Most people will never make it. Not because they aren't capable, not because they aren't talented, but because they refuse to change, to challenge themselves, to break their old patterns, to do what's necessary instead of what's comfortable. But you're here. And that tells me you're different. These lessons, they aren't just words. They are a blueprint, a ruthless, no-excuses guide to transforming your mindset, your habits, and your results. But here's the catch. Only the ones who stay until the end will get the full picture. Because every lesson builds on the last. Every concept stacks. Every step takes you deeper into hustle mode, the mindset that separates the winners from the weak. Most people will quit. Most people will make excuses. Most people will hear the truth and still refuse to act. But you have a choice. Will you stay? Will you listen? Will you take these lessons, burn them into your mind, and use them to build the life you know you were meant for? Or will you be like the rest, curious, but never committed? Stay until the end. Absorb every word. Apply what you learn. Because once you do, there's no going back. This is where everything changes. Lesson 1. The hustle mode. Mindset shift. You've been lied to. They told you success is about working hard, about being lucky, about having some special talent you either have or you don't. They told you to play it safe, to follow the rules, to wait your turn. And you believed them. That's why you're here. That's why you're stuck. That's why you feel like something is missing. Like you were meant for more, but the world keeps shoving you back into the box it built for you. But today, that changes. Because success isn't about luck. It's not about talent. And it sure as hell isn't about waiting for permission. It's about mindset. It's about waking up and realizing that the world owes you nothing, but you owe yourself everything. Hustle mode isn't just about grinding. It's about seeing the game for what it is and choosing to play by your own rules. It's about rejecting the script they handed you and writing your own. It's about stepping into the kind of mindset that most people will never understand because it scares them. You see, most people want to be successful, but they're not willing to do what it takes. They crave greatness, but they won't sacrifice for it. They dream of wealth, power, freedom, but they cling to comfort like a dying man gasping for air. That's the difference between them and us. Hustle mode means you stop asking for permission. You stop waiting for motivation. You stop making excuses because no one's coming to save you. No one's going to hand you the life you want. It's yours for the taking, but only if you have the guts to reach out and claim it. This is where the shift begins. From this moment on, you don't think like them. You don't act like them. You don't live like them. You are now dangerous because you know the truth. That mindset is the foundation. That belief is the weapon. That fire inside you, that's the only thing you need to burn everything that's holding you back to the ground. So tell me, are you ready to flip the switch? Are you ready to let go of the weak, small version of yourself and step into the person you were always meant to be? Then welcome to hustle mode. No more hesitation. No more waiting. No more playing small. From this moment forward, you either go all in, or you stay where you are and watch someone else live the life that was meant to be yours. The choice is yours. But make no mistake, this is your only warning. Lesson 2. Hold yourself to a higher standard. Look around you. Look at the people drifting through life, settling for less, making excuses for why they aren't where they want to be. Now tell me, is that who you want to be? Do you want to be like them? Content with average, comfortable in mediocrity, waiting for life to hand them something they never earned? Or do you want more? Because here's the truth. You don't get more by thinking like everyone else. You get more by holding yourself to a higher standard. A standard most people will never understand. A standard so high, it makes others uncomfortable because it forces them to confront their own weakness. And that's where most people break. They can't handle the weight of expectation. They want the rewards, but they don't want the discipline. They want success, but they refuse to demand more from themselves. But you are not most people. If you were, you wouldn't be here. You wouldn't feel that fire in your chest, that restless hunger that tells you there's something greater waiting for you. You see, the world will set the bar low for you. It will tell you what's good enough. It will hand you participation trophies and call it success. But deep down, you know the truth. You know that good enough is an insult, that the bare minimum is a disease, that living by someone else's standards is the fastest way to die before you're even dead. So you set your own standard, and you hold the line. You push harder when you want to quit. You demand more from yourself when no one's watching. You sharpen your mind, strengthen your body, and refuse to lower your standards for anyone. Because here's the secret. When you hold yourself to a higher standard, life has no choice but to rise to meet you. You attract the right people, the right opportunities, the right results. Not because you're lucky, not because you're special, but because you earned it. This is where people will try to pull you back. They'll say you're obsessed, that you're being too hard on yourself, that you should relax. Ignore them. They don't live by your standard. They never will. They don't understand what it takes to be elite. But you do. So tell me, how high are you willing to set the bar? Because whatever standard you choose for yourself today will define your future tomorrow. Choose wisely. Lesson 3. The heavy burden of unmade decisions. Indecision is a slow death. Not the kind that takes you quickly, not the kind that ends in a blaze of glory. No, indecision is a silent killer. It creeps in, suffocates you, robs you of your time, your energy, your opportunities. You feel it, don't you? That weight in your chest, that exhaustion, not from action, but from the lack of it. You stand at the crossroads, staring at the paths in front of you, paralyzed by the fear of choosing wrong. You tell yourself you need more time, more information, more certainty. But the truth? The longer you wait, the weaker you become. You weren't built to hesitate. You weren't designed to live in limbo, to second-guess every move. Yet here you are, trapped by your own refusal to decide. So let me be clear. Indecision is the most expensive mistake you'll ever make. Because every moment you hesitate, someone else is making a move. While you're overthinking, someone else is executing. While you're doubting yourself, someone else is taking your opportunity. While you're standing still, someone else is running past you. Do you understand what that means? It means success doesn't belong to the smartest, the strongest, or the most talented. It belongs to the one who decides, the one who takes action despite the fear, the one who understands that no decision is perfect, but action is always better than stagnation. Look, will you make mistakes? Yes. Will you fail? Absolutely. But failure isn't what kills people's dreams. Hesitation does. Because failure can be corrected. Lessons can be learned. Adjustments can be made. But hesitation? That's time you will never get back. So decide. Right now. Not next week. Not tomorrow. Now decide who you are. Decide what you want. Decide what move you're going to make. And then take it. Because every second you wait is a second stolen from the future you could have built. The time for hesitation is over. The time for action is now. So tell me, what the hell are you waiting for? Lesson 4. Judge yourself by your actions, not your thoughts. You think you're great. You think you're different. You think you're meant for something bigger. But here's the truth. Your thoughts mean nothing. The world doesn't care about your ideas. It doesn't care about your dreams. It doesn't care about the potential locked inside your head. All that matters is what you do. You say you want success, but what have you done to earn it? You say you want to be in shape, but do your actions match your words? You say you want to change your life, but are you actually making moves or just talking about them? Because talk is cheap. Intentions don't pay the bills. Potential never changed a damn thing. The world is full of people who could have been. People who had the talent, the vision, the drive inside their heads. But outside, nothing. They thought about it. They planned it. They imagined it. But they never executed. And now, they're ghosts, living shadows of what they could have been. And if you're not careful, you'll become one of them. You see, the difference between winners and losers isn't intelligence. It isn't skill. It isn't luck. It's action. Winners move. Winners execute. Winners judge themselves by what they build, what they create, what they finish. Losers? They sit around talking about what they could do, what they plan to do, what they should do, while doing absolutely nothing. So, which one are you? The world isn't going to remember what you thought about doing. It's only going to remember what you actually did. So stop telling yourself that your ideas are enough. Stop convincing yourself that thinking about success is the same as earning it. The only thing that matters, the only thing that ever mattered, is what you do. So if you're serious about this, if you actually want to live the life you keep fantasizing about, then it's time to shut up and move. Stop thinking. Start doing. Because in the end, the only thing that separates you from everyone else is action. Lesson 5. Success is the only revenge. Let them doubt you. Let them laugh. Let them roll their eyes when you talk about your goals. Let them whisper behind your back. Say you're wasting your time. Call you delusional for wanting more. Good. Let them. Because they don't see what's coming. They don't see the version of you that's rising from the ashes. They don't see the work you're putting in behind closed doors. They don't see the fire burning inside you, fueling you, pushing you, making you unstoppable. But they will. One day they'll look up and realize you're not standing beside them anymore. You're not stuck in the same place. You're not playing small, wasting time, living in mediocrity like they are. No, you're untouchable. And when that day comes, you won't need to say a word, because success speaks for itself. You see, revenge isn't about proving them wrong in the moment. It's not about arguing, explaining yourself, or trying to change their minds. Revenge is becoming everything they said you couldn't be. It's waking up in the life they told you was impossible. It's standing on top while they wonder how the hell you did it. It's watching them scramble to take back their words, while you don't even bother to look in their direction. Because by then, they won't matter. That's the real power of success. It silences the doubters. It drowns out the noise. It makes every insult, every criticism, every moment they didn't believe in you irrelevant. But only if you keep going. Only if you refuse to break. Only if you don't let their words, their laughter, their doubt shake you. So let them talk. Let them underestimate you. Let them believe you'll never make it. Then show them who the hell you are. Not with words, not with arguments, with results. Because success is the only revenge that matters. Lesson 6. Cynicism is a loser's strategy. Look around. The world is full of bitter, broken people. People who tried, failed, and then decided that success isn't real, that the system is rigged, that anyone who wins must have cheated, must have been lucky, must have had an advantage they didn't. These people, they are the walking dead. They don't believe in effort anymore. They don't believe in possibilities. They've chosen cynicism because it's easier to sneer at the world than to face the truth. They gave up. They stopped trying. They stopped believing. They let failure define them instead of fuel them. And now, their only purpose is to tear down anyone who still has the fire they lost. Do not become one of them. Cynicism is a poison. It seeps into your mind, rots your ambition, and makes you blind to every opportunity in front of you. It makes you weak, makes you passive, makes you stand on the sidelines and scoff, while others take what could have been yours. Cynicism is what losers use to justify staying exactly where they are. And that's why you need to kill it. Because if you think success isn't possible, you'll never take the actions necessary to achieve it. If you believe everyone who wins is just lucky, you'll never put in the work to earn your own victories. If you think nothing matters, then why the hell are you even here? Winners don't waste time tearing others down. They're too busy building themselves up. Winners don't make excuses for why others are ahead. They study them. They learn. They apply. Winners don't let bitterness replace ambition. They take every failure, every setback, every loss, and turn it into fuel. So which one are you? The one who sits in the shadows, mocking the ones who rise, or the one who refuses to quit, who sees obstacles as stepping stones, who keeps moving forward, no matter what? Because here's the cold, hard truth. Cynicism is easy. Winning is hard. And that's why most people stay bitter, while a few take everything they've ever wanted. So choose. Live like them, doubting, complaining, making excuses, or rise above them, relentless, focused, and unshakable. Because the only people who ever make it are the ones who refuse to let failure make them small. Lesson 7. Reverse goal setting. Visualize success and work backward. Most people fail before they even start. Not because they're weak, not because they're incapable, but because they have no clarity, no vision. They say they want success, but they have no idea what that actually looks like. They chase after vague dreams, hoping that somehow, someday, they'll just stumble into the life they want. And that's why they lose. Because if you don't know exactly where you're going, how the hell do you expect to get there? You need a target, a clear, undeniable, non-negotiable vision of your future. But here's the key. You don't build a plan from where you are. You build it from where you want to be. You start at the finish line. You visualize it in brutal detail. Not just what it looks like, but what it feels like. The kind of shape your body is in. The kind of money in your bank account. The kind of business, career, or empire you've built. The kind of people you surround yourself with. The kind of power you command in your life. You don't hope for it. You don't wish for it. You see it as reality. And once that vision is burned into your mind, you reverse engineer the steps that got you there. What habits did you develop to make it happen? What sacrifices did you make? What failures did you overcome? What brutal decisions did you face? This isn't some weak law of attraction fantasy. This is strategic warfare against mediocrity. Because once you see the destination, you cut out everything that doesn't take you there. Most people waste years wandering in circles because they never mapped out the path. They think success is a guessing game, when in reality, it's a blueprint waiting to be followed. You either get clear or you get left behind. So tell me, where the hell do you actually want to end up? Not the answer that sounds good, Not the one society approves of. The real answer. The one that sets your blood on fire. See it. Feel it. Make it impossible to ignore. And then, reverse engineer it and make it real. Lesson 8. Create a hustle mode environment. You think willpower is enough? You think discipline alone is going to carry you through? You're wrong. Because no matter how strong you are, your environment will shape you, whether you realize it or not. Look at where you live. Look at where you work. Look at the people you surround yourself with. Look at what you consume, what you read, what you watch, what you listen to. Every single one of those things is either pushing you forward or holding you back. Most people never reach their potential. Not because they're lazy, not because they're stupid, but because they allow themselves to exist in an environment designed for mediocrity. They live with distractions. They stay around people who drain them. They fill their minds with garbage. They waste their time in places that stunt their growth. And then they wonder why they never win. But you're going to take control. You're going to design an environment that forces you to level up. An environment so powerful that success becomes automatic. How? 1. Eliminate distractions. You want focus? Remove everything that pulls you away from your mission. If it doesn't serve your vision, it doesn't belong in your space. 2. Surround yourself with winners. Cut out the weak-minded, the complainers, the ones who make excuses. Get around people who think bigger, move faster, and force you to be better. 3. Control what enters your mind. The world is trying to brainwash you into weakness. What are you feeding your brain every day? What are you watching, reading, listening to? Garbage in, garbage out. Elevate your inputs, and your mind will follow. 4. Set up your space for action. Make it impossible to slack off. Want to work out? Lay out your gear the night before. Want to grind on your business? Have your workspace ready for war. Make execution the path of least resistance. 5. Make your goals visible. Everywhere you look, there should be reminders of what you're fighting for. Your vision should be inescapable. On your walls, your screens, your phone background, burned into your subconscious. Because the truth is, your success isn't just about what you do. It's about what you allow yourself to be surrounded by. A weak environment breeds weak results. But a hustle mode environment? That turns you into a machine. So ask yourself, is your environment built for success or failure? And if the answer isn't what it should be, fix it. Lesson 9. Never stop learning. You think you know enough? You think you've figured it out? That you've read enough books, listened to enough advice, seen enough of the world to stop learning? That's exactly why most people never reach the top. They think learning is something you do in school, something you finish when you get a degree, something that ends. But the real winners, the ones who dominate, never stop learning. Because the second you think you know enough, you've already lost. Every industry evolves. Every market shifts. Every game changes. The ones who stay at the top, they don't wait to adapt. They see the trends before they happen. They outthink, outlearn, and outmaneuver everyone else. Meanwhile, the weak ones, the ones who got comfortable, get left behind, wondering why the world doesn't work the way it used to. You want to be dangerous? You want to be unmatched? Then make learning your weapon. 1. Become obsessed with knowledge. Read every damn day. Not just for entertainment, for strategy. Study the greats. Learn from history. Devour information that sharpens your mind. 2. Get in the rooms that challenge you. If you're the smartest person in the room, you're in the wrong room. Surround yourself with people who know more than you. People who force you to grow. 3. Stop consuming garbage. Your time is currency. Where are you spending it? Are you watching nonsense? Scrolling mindlessly? Filling your brain with distractions? Or are you feeding your mind something that makes you stronger? 4. Learn by doing. Real knowledge isn't in books alone. It's in experience. You can read about battle all you want, but until you step onto the field, you don't know war. Apply what you learn. Make mistakes. Adjust. That's how you master the game. Because here's the truth. The ones who never stop learning, never stop winning. So, what's it going to be? Will you be like the rest? Stuck in what you knew yesterday, too arrogant to grow? Or will you be relentless, forever evolving, forever sharpening, forever staying 10 steps ahead? Because in this world, there are two kinds of people. The ones who keep learning, and the ones who get left behind. Choose wisely. Lesson 10. Leverage technology to increase efficiency. You're either using technology to your advantage, or it's using you. Most people, they're slaves to it. They wake up, and the first thing they do is scroll. They let their phone control them. Let distractions eat their time. Let the algorithm dictate what they see, what they think, what they become. They are not in control, and they don't even realize it. But you're about to flip the script. Because technology isn't the enemy. It's a weapon. And when used correctly, it amplifies your power, accelerates your progress, and makes you unstoppable. The difference is, who's in control? 1. Stop being a consumer. Become a creator. Most people are digital zombies, scrolling, watching, wasting hours on nothing. Meanwhile, the real players are producing, building, selling, and winning. Every second you waste consuming, someone else is making money off your attention. So what are you doing? Scrolling your life away, or creating something that makes an impact? 2. Automate the small things. Focus on what matters. You think the best hustlers waste time on repetitive tasks? No. They leverage tools, systems, and automation, so they can focus on the big moves, the things that actually change their lives. Use apps to track your time. Find where you're leaking hours and cut the nonsense. Automate payments, scheduling, and reminders. Stop micromanaging what can be handled for you. Use AI and software to work smarter, not harder. Let the machines do the grunt work while you make the real decisions. Because if you're doing everything manually, you're already behind. 3. Use technology to learn faster. The excuse of "I don't know how" is dead. Right now, you have access to more knowledge than any human in history. Want to learn a skill? There's a course for that. Want to make money online? There's a blueprint for that. Want to connect with high-level people? There's a network for that. So tell me, what's your excuse? Because the truth is, there is none. 4. Control your digital diet. Technology is either sharpening you or destroying you. Everything you watch, read, listen to, it's programming you. Are you consuming things that make you smarter, stronger, sharper? Or are you filling your mind with distractions, with weakness, with mental junk food? Because your inputs determine your outputs. Garbage in, garbage out. Technology is a weapon. Are you using it? Or is it using you? This world belongs to those who know how to leverage their tools, those who move faster, learn quicker, adapt instantly. The question is, are you one of them? Or are you still stuck using your phone like a toy while someone else is using theirs to build an empire? Decide. Because the future isn't waiting for you. It belongs to the ones who take control of the machine and use it to dominate. If you made it this far, you're not like the rest. You didn't quit. You didn't turn away when things got uncomfortable. You stayed. You listened. And now, you have a choice. You can take these lessons, nod your head, and go back to your old life like nothing happened. Or you can take action. Because knowledge without action is useless. The ones who truly get it, the ones who refuse to settle, refuse to break, refuse to live a life that's anything less than legendary. They don't just watch, they move. And if that's you, then welcome to GrimFace, the movement for those who refuse to be ordinary. For the returning warriors, you already know what this is. You know the mission. You know the mindset. Keep sharpening yourself. Keep pushing forward. For the new ones, if something inside you is waking up, if you feel that fire burning, if you're ready to break free from the weak, the average, the excuses, then subscribe and lock in. Because this isn't just motivation. This is war. A war against mediocrity, against hesitation, against every lie you've been told about what's possible for you. So hit that subscribe button. Join the movement. Step into the mindset that changes everything. Because once you do, there's no turning back. This is GrimFace, and we are just getting started.